Ah, yes, to pass through here you need to use your cerebral organ. You know, the one bathing flabbily in your tired cranium. I believe that these floating blocks correspond to the symbols you can see on the wall in some way or another. Quite peculiar. Is there a problem, my dear pictorial heroes? I am not your janitor. I cannot do everything for you. Nonetheless, may I dare to suggest you wage activating certain ones of these strange floating blocks more than one time if required. So come solve this intriguing puzzle for me, and quickly, if you please. I wish to rejoin the ground floor as soon as possible. Ah ha ha! Finally! After all that exertion, the eagerly awaited recompense makes its entrance to the scene. Crunch. Nom nom. Crunch. Quite peculiar. Here is an accessory that is going to be especially helpful on your purifying quest, dear enlightened student and sportive friend. It is a cube hovering in midair, as you have likely noticed. Nevertheless, you will be able to differentiate it from similar ones. By the contrast of bad taste it imposes upon view of its clashing color, defying any sensible course of plastic arts. However, do not judge it too quickly, because despite its criticizable appearance, this red cube is of undeniable use. Aside from rendering you the entirety of your health and competence points, it is capable of saving your progress and sending you to the nothingness. The nothingness is a lieu of transition outside of space itself, where you can travel from one point to another at the speed of light. I now invite you to try it out, in order to discover locations more populous than this deserted land. Open your wings, my dear companion, and hurry away toward the following zones without hesitation. The only enemies that fear that will grab you. Okay. Do not worry, I too travel a lot through the different zones of the world. We will newly meet one another eventually without a doubt. Ah, by the by, take this. This object of a curious name will be the key that permits you to enter Zone 1. I have clarified that you can at any time consult your inventory and characteristics by pressing the Escape key. Train number 1 is a really useful means of transport to get about Zone 1. Train number 2 hasn't been active for a long time. A visitor? Welcome to the smoke mines. May I know who you are? Are you an inspector? No, I'm the batter. I've come to exterminate the impure spirits. The batter? The impure spirits? Are you some sort of prophet? Or perhaps a man of belief? Yeah, something like that. Who sent you? Nobody. I'm being led by the gamer. I don't know him. He must be a member of the superior personnel. In any case, that's good. It means our requests have been acknowledged. Here, I'm going to explain your task. You're at the smoke mines of Damien, the southern part of Zone 1. Here, we send workers into deep tunnels to unearth metal from the ground, freeing embedded smoke that was trapped in the depths. Thanks to a variety of tools, we are able to put some of it into bottles, which the Queen sends to the other zones. The rest of it flows free, forming the air that our lungs inhale and exhale, so we can live. As the first of the 4 elements, it's an important element. Because without smoke, people would have nothing to breathe. There we are. And so, finally, how do I put this? Where are the impures? Yes, there we go. There are many specters in the mines. They are becoming more and more aggressive. But, in fact, it would be better if you didn't enter the mines because the regulations forbid visitors to access them. So, here's what we're going to do. There's an annex tunnel that nobody ever goes to, but a miner went in there some time ago, and he saw something strange. He said, nothing like the usual, so I thought, maybe it's the chief of the specters. So, there's your task. If you accept, you will go into the annex tunnel and kill the chief of the specters. Then, the specters will disappear, and we can work properly again. There we go. There we, do you have any questions? No. Great. Impeccable. The tunnel is right down there. I'll wait here. Soon, I'll be promoted. I'll be a supervisor in Alma. I'm anxious for that day to arrive. Well, who do we have here? Is that not the gamer and his picturesque jumping jack the Batter? Are you the Spectre's leader? No, certainly not. I am only passing through, not unlike the smoke which is being extracted from this pale and metallic place. However, I believe I know where the one you are taking for an ectoplasm can be found. To tell the truth, I am perplexed. I think it is one of those peculiar objects called a spherical add-on. I have very well tried to approach it, but the operation has failed systematically so far. I am thinking maybe you, one who does not have a physical order, will succeed in affiliating this spiritual entity to yours. Add-on Alpha has joined you. An exceptionally intriguing phenomenon. I must admit that I remain perplexed by this unexpected metaphysical reaction. Fair enough. Since it has decided to accompany you, I know only to advise you to make the best usage possible of it. Got it. Chief of the Spectres isn't here? Sorry, but I fear I have to respond in the negative. Apart from this add-on, I have not crossed the way of a single soul in this lieu. There's nothing here. This is the sort of spot that I particularly enjoy. What you are looking for is certainly located elsewhere.